Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we're going to be covering a lot of charts. We're going to be covering your guys' chart requests over here in the chart request section of the Discord. If you guys are not in the Discord, you better hit that link down in the description. It's completely free to join. You do have to be a member in order to request charts, but the membership is only about $4 a month. So, I mean, that's like literally less than a Starbucks coffee a month to get access to everything we do here at Overkill Trading. We left off yesterday at RR and NVO. I just want to touch on NVO real quick. This thing is breaking out. You can see we got our signals down here. We had one right there in October and also one here in December. We're up really nicely. We played the NVO X. This is a 2X leveraged long and currently sitting up over 50%, over 11 grand on this position, and it's really just getting started, just starting to break out here. So super excited about that one. Snapchat also looking like it's getting ready to break out here finally after a very long consolidation period. I can see this one back at 12 or 14 bucks here by the end of the year. I really like both of those names. We did get a couple other signals here today. One was from ACN. ACN looks like it wants to keep pushing, and then one from XLRE. So this is the real estate. This is a real estate ETF. So watch real estate names here. You're seeing the buy signal come there just like it did back here in April. We had a nice move from 40 up to 43. This thing doesn't move very much, but it is interesting to see these real estate names start to pop off. And then a couple other ones I really liked for today were HPQ. And again, these signals come in fresh over here for you guys in the Discord, so you guys get these every day. I just like to pick out my favorite ones each day and let you guys know before we get into your requests what we are looking at. So these get called out over here, all the weekly, the monthly, the daily. All these alerts I'm talking about here are called out over there in the Discord. Like I said, XCN's given one on the weekly. We actually called this one out back here in September at around 240, but you're seeing it's probably going to continue here. So this one still looks very strong there above 258. And then, like I said, the real estate sector, my play on real estate is the DNR. So I'm playing DNR here. This is another real estate ETF, but it's actually leveraged. So, again, got that signal last week, took that trade. Again, guys, we're trying to buy the green dots down here below the white line with the blue wave below the white line. This is what we're focusing on this year. We want to buy when we're very oversold after a very big dip. How do we know a very big dip has come? We look at the blue wave, right? People are fearful down here. They're greedy up here. Fearful down here, greedy up here, okay? And we want to sell those moves. You saw that big move yesterday from XCN. Everyone's starting to talk about this, guys. We've been buying this thing since 4.004 cents, and now everyone's talking about it. I did sell a little bit of it yesterday just because I got to pay taxes for last year. I'm using some of the profits to pay taxes, but again, that one just looks like clear buy signal right there. Boom, 0.004 is where we were buying that one, and that thing's absolutely ripping here. So again, to focus on our strategy this year, our main focus is going to be the weekly chart. We want to buy when the blue wave is below this white line on the weekly, okay, just like it was back here in April on Chainlink, just like it was right here in August, okay, and we want to sell when the wave comes back up here on the weekly, okay, and we get that red dot or one of our sell signals. So I think I covered HPQ is another one I like. It hasn't got its signal yet, but it's very oversold, okay, and we're touching a bottom right here at around 21. You could see this thing put in a double bottom right there. This is a big, I believe they make the chips and stuff like that. They have really good earnings. I'm definitely watching this one this week. I think this one looks like a good trade as long as it can hold on to 20. And then the other one is DocuSign. Don't know how I feel about DocuSign. I think they just have too much competition now. And the last one I'll give you today is TTD. We also took a trade on this as well right here in December. We're up pretty nicely so far, but again, that move just looks like it's just getting started. So we're not going to sell till this wave comes back up here and gives us a red dot or a sell signal here on the daily. You guys can watch that full trading course. I got all the signals on how to trade them over here, but I have a free trading course over here in the Discord if you guys are new to the channel, where you can learn more about our strategy, but it's a simple strategy. It's very not complicated at all. Buy the green dot when the wave is down here, right? Just like you did right there at 45, and then sell up here, right? When it's up here, okay? We're looking to sell up there. Again, that course will break down our strategy, but those are some of the signals I'm watching today. TTD, ACN, and then watch real estate names. And then HPQ, I think, is a very interesting trade here. I think HPQ looks really good. That is what they call a double bottom. If you guys are not familiar with what a double bottom is, it is a technical pattern where we sell off, we bounce, and then we come back and we test that same level and bounce again. And you're seeing buyers are stepping in there. So the only thing we're looking for is the green dot for that confirmation. But HPQ is a huge company, and I think they could potentially bounce right here around 21. So watch those. Let's go ahead and go back to our requests again. If you guys got requests throughout the week, we're going to knock out as many of these as we can. We left off at RR and NVO yesterday. You guys can always watch the replays of these YouTube videos, obviously on YouTube, but we have a latest tab over here that will break down or give you the latest video. So you just start here, like this was yesterday's video. Then all you got to do is scroll up. This watch list for 2026 was a huge video. If you guys missed that, make sure you check that out. 300 likes on this video, and I'll give away 100 XRP to somebody down in the comment section. Smash the like. Let's get to 300. We haven't done it yet. Let's get to 300, and I will give away 100 XRP on this video you're watching right here, right now. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and let's go ahead and dive into your chart request. So like I said, we left off at NVO. We got Tesla. Tesla here is red. So again, our sell target was right in this area up here at around 440. We're taking profits on Tesla here. Again, where was the time to buy Tesla? Time to buy Tesla was back here in April. If you guys go watch my video from April on Tesla, I was screaming buy Tesla down here at 220, 230. Now it's up here at around 500. You're looking at a double top right here. A double top, we just talked about the double bottom. A double top is when we hit, we pull back, and we go up there, and we're testing the same level here. You can see that right there. That right there is a double top. We hit the level, rejected, hit the level, and now we're rejecting again. So I would not be looking to buy Tesla until it comes back down here, okay? And this normally happens like once a year, guys. Once or twice a year on an asset is when we're looking to buy. So that's probably going to be some time before it retraces, right? It could be months down the road, could be next year sometime when we get this signal. So until then, we're not interested in accumulating, right? We want to buy after a big dip, okay? And we want to buy when people are fearful. People are fearful down here. Again, if you go watch the Tesla video I dropped back in April, people were just, they were being nasty. They were calling me all kinds of names for telling you guys to buy down here. And that's typically when I want to buy. Right, I want to buy when people are not having a good time, when people are screaming bear market and it's all over and it's all going to zero. That's the kind of sentiment I want to be buying in, right? Warren Buffett says it best, buy the fear, sell the greed. How do we know when people are fearful? How do we know when they're greedy? Well, we use data here. Everything we do here is backed by data. People are greedy up here and they're fearful down here, okay? The closer to the moving averages, the better. Again, we talk about all this in the course. Okay, we don't want to buy when things are way off of the moving averages. Why? Well, it's like going to the grocery store and buying your groceries at a 50% premium. Would you rush to the gas pump tomorrow to go buy your gas at a 50% premium if it was 50% higher on, what's today, Tuesday? So say Wednesday was, hey, gas is 50% more expensive. Would you gas up that day? No. And you got to think of investing the same way, right? You want to buy at the average or below the average, okay? We never want to buy way extended off, never want to buy up here. We always want to buy down here. That blue wave below the white line, okay, with the green dot is our buy signal, okay? And there's no sign of that on Tesla anytime soon. So I'd be a seller of Tesla here. Cure, somebody asked me about this today. This got our sell signal right here around the same price it's sitting at. So how I would play this is I'd use a stop loss at probably like 106, 107. And then if it breaks out here and keeps going, great. But if it does fail to hold 107, it's most likely going to come back down maybe to the $90 or $80 range. Again, very dangerous territory. I would not be buying up here. We were buying Cure back here at $70 to $80. This is when we were buying Cure. Okay, we had a really nice profit. I traded this one up from 70 all the way to like 100. Took my profits and obviously go into the next thing when we get our signal. Okay, don't want to be a bag holder. Don't want to hold forever. Just use a stop loss at 107 there. And if you guys could, just keep it to two per person over here in these requests. IREN, IREN. Okay, where was the time to buy IREN? Time to buy IREN was when the blue wave was down here below the white line. Give it a green dot. Where did that come? $5. Who was talking about IREN at 5? Nobody. Not a dang soul. But all the hype's up here, right, at $70. So Personally, I'd be waiting for this blue wave to pull back more. It does have a green dot, so if you want to play this dot, again, I want the dots on the weekly when the wave is below 0. I don't want to get caught up here. So if you're going to play this here, I'd use a stop loss at 40. If it breaks 40, I would sell it and look to buy more at like 20. But that was your time to buy iron. Hopefully you got out right here on the red dot around 65. AMPX. AMPX, not deep enough. Okay, time to buy was back here. Back in this range at $1, went all the way up to 16. Now it pulled back. It's trying to bounce here off the moving average at 8. That's the level you probably want to watch there. If you're in the trade, I put a stop loss somewhere around that level, but no sign of a reversal just yet. Again, as long as the dot is red, we're bearish. As long as it's green, we're bullish. OP, what's OP doing here? Okay, that's got a green dot, so we'd be a buyer of OP. Okay, buyer of OP here if you want to own OP for the long term. This looks like a great time to buy down here at 30 cents. We got ARB. This is Arbitrum, same thing. I'd be a buyer down here at 21. Again, hopefully you believe in the project and you're fully aware of what they do, and if they're being utilized, obviously it's on you to do your fundamental research, but technically this is a buy right now. ADA. Pretty much any altcoin is going to be a buy right now. ADA got our signal back here on the 8th. You're getting it right at the same price that it came there at 40 cents. I think 40 cents is a great price for ADA according to the technicals. Again, we want to buy down here. In a few months, it's going to be back up here, and everyone's going to be shouting again. Everyone's going to be screaming. Everyone's going to be having a good time. Okay, again, cheat sheet. What does a cheat sheet say? Okay, again, we do everything based off 3 things here, guys. Logic, data, and discipline. Okay, when everyone's already talking about it, you're too late. Okay, you want to buy before everyone's excited, before everybody's talking about it. That's how you get the big gains. Okay, everyone's super jacked up about ADA up here at 120. No one cares about it down here at 40 cents. Okay, this is where we want to be loading up on Cardano. That looks good. UA, where's that? Under Armour? Yeah, it is Under Armour. These clothing brands have really been taking hits. It's got a monthly alert, so that looks good. Right there at $5, I'd be a buyer of UA here, of Under Armour. I like it. Daily's a little overextended, so maybe wait for a little bit of a pullback, but according to the monthly, it looks like a good time to buy. I don't know their fundamentals and or anything like that. A lot of those clothing brands are getting really beat up because of all the tariffs on China. All that stuff's made over in China, so it's just getting more expensive for them, so they're either having to raise their prices or lose profit, so it just doesn't look good. Okta, or OKLO. Nice bounce here off of 71. But again, that wave is not deep enough. The time to buy this was right here in September of 2024 at $7. That went all the way up to 180 bucks. So I'm hoping this thing keeps pulling back. If it goes down to 40, I'd probably buy it, but just need that signal there on the weekly. It could potentially bounce here at 70. Again, I just want to stick to the strategy and wait for that wave to come back down there and give a green dot. STZ, this looks good. This is a beer maker. They got that signal right there at 120. I've heard that these alcohol companies are losing a ton of money right now because Gen Z doesn't drink that much, apparently. Like 87% of Gen Zers don't drink alcohol, which I think is actually cool. But if you want to play this one, it looks good as long as 120 holds. So I would use a stop loss on this at 120 if you're buying it here, and let it ride if you think this is going to recover. Okay, it's got the monthly and the weekly, so that looks good as long as 120 holds. We got ORLY, O'Reilly's. That one is down below the 0 line. So again, waiting on the green dot for that one. Doesn't move very big. I mean, this is not a big mover. They must pay a pretty nice dividend. But I'd be watching for the green dot on O'Reilly's there. CPRT. Copart, okay, this thing's been smoked, okay? That one got a signal right there, and it's pretty deep there on the monthly as well. So what do their earnings look like? They're decent, but right there at 39 looks interesting. I'd probably play that one on the monthly dot. I wouldn't play the weekly on this one. I'd play the monthly, okay? Watch the monthly chart on that one for the signal. FDS. FDS got the signal right here around 280. It's sitting at the same price. So if you like this, I like this one. Got the monthly signal. The monthly signal is just as accurate as the weekly. And that's had a pretty nasty pullback there. So I'd be buying FDS here. That's a buy. We got Race. This is Ferrari. Also down there on the monthly. Weekly gave you the signal. So if you want to play that weekly signal, just put a stop loss at like 355. Because that signal's saying, hey, this is the bottom. Okay, this is your zero line right there at 350. So I just use a stop loss at 350. If it breaks 350, you lose about $20 a share, and then maybe it corrects even further, and you could always buy back in. But it does have the technical signal there, and I like it as long as it holds on to 350. Netflix. Netflix also has a signal here at 90. So if you want to add it at 90, I don't think that's a bad move. I look at their market cap. They're like a $400 billion market cap. It's insane. But Netflix, I'm watching the monthly. I'm not playing the weekly on Netflix. I'm looking at the monthly for a bigger, broader correction. I mean, if you would have gotten this signal back here in 2022 on Netflix, that was $20 all the way up to 130. I just want to see that same signal now on the monthly. I'd be watching the monthly for Netflix. If you want to buy it here at 90 off the weekly, you can, and then you can always buy again off the monthly. So say you buy it here at 90, it goes down to 60 and gives you the monthly. Your average cost would be around 75. So, yeah. I mean, it does have the signal here on the weekly, but it's still stuck in this downtrend. So if this comes down to like 70, I would love to buy some. Okay, I'd love to buy some. Watching the monthly for a bigger, broader correction, though, on Netflix. If you want to take a stab at it here at 90, you can use a stop loss at like $88 or something like that. We got UAA. We just covered UAA. So I think $5 looks like a good price if you believe in Under Armour. Their stock has just gotten absolutely smoked over the years. So to me, this doesn't look like a successful company. We want names that are going up and to the right like this, not down and to the right. So if you want to play Under Armour, I mean, it has the monthly here, so you got to say $5 is the bottom there for that one if you believe in it. AVAX is a buy here. I really like AVAX here off the green dot on the weekly. Same kind of signal you got here at 16 last time. Went all the way up to 40. This looks good. AVAX looks really good. You guys know me. I'm bullish on alts right now. I've been bullish for the last couple months. And we are just fully bullish on any altcoin. If you want to own an altcoin right now, you better be loading up on it, unless it's already gone up 200 or 300%, like kind of like XCN did. But yeah, KVYO, your opportunity to buy this one was right down here at 25. So it's at 28, trying to bounce here. You can look at the smaller time frames after you get the signal for a pullback. $28 looks like a good spot for this if you think it's going to keep going, but again, I only want to buy when this blue wave is down here below the white line. Jasmy. Jasmy's taken off here. So that thing got the signal where? Right there on the 8th. So this thing's already up 20-30% off the signal. I think this one's going to explode as well. Target on this one's up there at around 2 cents. That looks good. I'd be a buyer at Jasmy here. H-bar. H-bar's also got the signal here. I think it looks very strong above 10 cents. Okay, very good looking chart here above 10 cents. I'd be a buyer of H-bar at these levels. Prime. Prime is sitting at 80. So I think this one had the monthly. Yeah, it has the monthly. So if you believe in this project, it's literally at its all-time low from 2023. So if you believe in the project, you should be buying this thing here. Okay, if you don't believe in the project, don't buy it. But as of right now, that thing is a buy there based on the signals there. We got Pepe exploding. Okay, Pepe exploding. Where did we get the signal? Right there, December 1st at 0.004. It popped up 100%. Now everyone's talking about it. Now it's up 100%. But we got the signal back here on the 1st. So this one looks good. I think this one's going to have some continuation as long as it holds on to that 0.000035 level. I like it. Watch for some continuation. Again, as long as the dot remains green, we're bullish. If it flips to red, right, we have to make a decision. But until then, we're bullish as long as that dot remains green. We also got a MACD crossover, which is a good sign. That's a bullish indication there. So watch for Pepe to break out. The monthly is very beaten up. Look at that monthly candle this month. That looks beautiful. Okay, watch for a big breakout here on Pepe. You might be a little too late to the party on that one. Again, we got the signal about 50-60% ago. So if you would have traded the signal, you're up 50-60%. What I do is zoom into the 4 hour now that we got the signal, right? We can use the smaller time frames. After we get the macro, right, the monthly or the weekly, we can zoom into the 4 hour and the daily and look for a pullback. So what I'd be looking for on Pepe is maybe a pullback here to 0.0005. And then a green dot. Okay, that would put us right back in the moving average there. Somewhere in this section's where I'd like to buy it. Wait for a little bit of a pullback here before you jump in on that one. But hopefully you got in off the signal here from the Discord. VSA, if you did, you're already up a massive amount. That one's got a signal. I buy that one at $2. STM. STM's breaking out here. Looks good. It's got the monthly signal and the weekly signal, so I would say above 25 bucks. This one looks really strong. This is a chip maker here, so chip makers are doing pretty decent. It needs to get back over that $32 level to confirm the breakout, but that looks bullish. Again, signal came right here at 23. It's sitting at 30. Again, we want to be very precise with our entries, guys. These green dots here on the weekly with the wave below the zero line is, in my opinion, the best place to purchase a stock. Okay, boom, right there at 20, popped up to 34, pulled back, right there at 20, popped up to 30. That's a beautiful trade. So I like that one. I'm a holder. I wouldn't buy it here. I'd wait for, like I said, a pullback like on the 4 hour maybe, but that one looks like it has room to go. What else we got? Soxl, SOXL. That thing's breaking out. Okay, absolutely ripping here. Chips look like they want some more. Chips look like they want some more. That broke out of the red zone, so that's going to go into price discovery mode here. I would not touch this one here, right? We were calling this one out back here in April at $10. It's all the way up at 50 now. That's a 500% move off that signal, and this one just wants to keep going here. So chips are probably going to have a blow off top, and then they're going to correct really hard. That looks bullish. I wouldn't buy it up here with our strategy, but if you want to day trade it, that's a great day trading one. I would just hold and then wait for a sell signal. I would sell it on the next daily dot or weekly dot. I'd probably sell it on the next daily dot now that we're way up here on the wave. So looking for a daily signal on that one to take profits on Soxl there. SLV. Silver, I'd sell all my silver right now. I would cash out all my silver, go all in on altcoins. That would be what I would do. Doesn't mean that's what you have to do. But again, when this wave comes back up here, okay, back in 2011, silver had another parabolic move. And what happened? Everyone was probably really excited back here in 2011. I think I was in high school. And then it went from 50 all the way down to 13. So personally, I don't like being a bag holder, right? And not taking profits, getting greedy, right? If you guys were using our strategy with this, you should have bought silver right here at $17, $18. You're up almost 500% since that time. So I would take my 500% gains and I'd probably go buy a building or real estate or something like that. And then once it corrects, I would get back in. But as of right now, I would take profit on gold and silver, and I would go all in on altcoins, all in on the major altcoins that have a lot of utility, like Chainlink, Ethereum, SUI, XCN. I mean, you name it. I would cash out my silver, and I would go all in on altcoins right now. I would rotate into a different asset class because metals have had a great run. Nothing goes up forever, though. It always corrects, right? It always corrects, right? Gold's had a really nice move this year, okay? But it always corrects. There's always a correction eventually. And you don't want to be caught holding the bag and watching your account go all the way back down to where it started, right? So I'm a profit taker on gold and silver. I think there's going to be a lot of profit taken here in the first quarter, and I think they're going to rotate into things like altcoins and some of these other stocks like SMCI or Roblox or Coinbase that are very beaten up and giving you signals here. So again, doesn't it make sense to sell silver here when you're I mean, look how far off of the moving average you are. You're 60% off of the average. So again, that's like you're going to the gas station buying your gas at a 70% premium. If you're buying silver up here, would you want to go to the gas station today if gas was 70% more expensive than the average? No, you wouldn't. You'd wait till the next day till it came back down, right? We got to think of our investments like that as well. So I would sell silver and go into something like Coinbase or something that's had a big pullback, right? Most people are buying when it's already way up. We want to buy when it's way down and correcting. Mara looks good too. Mara also has a signal here as well. I see that one up there. Circle Internet Group. This is the issuer of USDC coin. I have a position on this right now, and I'm just waiting until this blue wave gets back up here. I'm just holding this one, waiting till that one climbs higher and gives me a red dot. Either on the daily or the weekly chart there. Okay, it IPO'd, it went up to 300, and now it's all the way back to 84. Again, this is where the majority of retail was buying. This is where we want to buy, okay, when things are quiet. I like that play. That's a great crypto play right there. GLM crypto. That looks good. Your buying opportunity was right here at 18. It's sitting at 26. I mean, it looks good. I'd hold it here. I don't think I'd put a trade on here. I'd probably wait for a pullback here on the 4 hour, maybe to 20 cents, and then pull the trigger. But that looks good. It had again, our signal right there was at 17, 18 cents. We got ZRX. Another cryptocurrency here, that's a buy. So again, if you believe in the project, you should be buying it. When the wave is down here, you should be accumulating, looking for reasons to buy, and that green dot is one. Nail, good request on Nail here. Home Builder ETF, a real estate name here. Again, this is another really interesting looking name here. That one is going to be, oh, this looks good, dude. I might take a position on Nail here today. I already have that DRN stock, but real estate stocks are setting up for an interesting turn of events here. So Nail, we traded this one last year. We got in down here at like 45.50, ended up selling right up here around 100. That was a 100% trade. It was a decent trade. 100% was a decent trade. We had some 3, 4, 500%ers go off last year, but now that it's pulled back down here to 53, I actually really like Nail here. I actually really like it here. I'm probably going to open a position on this here after I get done with this video. I will call that out if I do over here. I did open a couple trades today. One was on STLA. I bought the $20 calls for June 2027. So there's like 500 days on this, but I bought 75 contracts. I was seeing a lot of open interest on that. So a lot of people buying. And I also opened a position on Coinbase as well. I bought 200 shares of their leveraged ETF here, the 2X leverage ETF, Coin L. I took that position today as well. So I call all these out for you guys. Again, we're up like 50% on that NVO trade. We've had some bangers this year, guys, this last year. And 2026, I think, is going to be just as good, because a lot of these charts are just setting up. Nail is one of them. I mean, Nail needs that green dot for confirmation, but I am probably going to buy Nail here after this video, just because I think real estate's going to do, at least home builders are going to do very well here in the coming years. So if that one breaks down below 40, though, you might be in some trouble, but it looks good. It's setting up really nicely now. And if Trump comes out with those 50-year mortgages, real estate is going to go insane, because it's going to be more affordable to buy. So interesting trade there. I might add to that one here after. I'll let you guys know over there in the Discord if I do. USAR, that one had a green dot there. It's breaking out. Again, beautiful move here. Hopefully you sold up here at 40 when the wave was up there, but it's pulled back now. Your support right now is $12. So you want to go lightly on this one. You want to tread lightly. Got a lot of room to go back up there to the red zone. So I like it, but I don't love it. It's just not deep enough on the weekly yet. Nail, we covered Mara from Flower Child. Mara looks good. Mara's got a green dot here, just like it got back here in April. Okay, that came at 12. It popped all the way up to 24. That's a 100% move, and now it's sold off. But I would be looking for a position on Mara here. I got stopped out on that one last week, but not a bad place to look for a re-entry here on Mara. These guys own a ton of Bitcoin. They're one of the largest holders of Bitcoin from a corporation. I think they're like in the top 5, if I'm not mistaken. They own a ton of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin does well, this stock's going to do well, but it is giving you a signal here at $10. I think $10 is a good price for Mara. HYMC, ripping. Okay, we're already up here. It's too late. You're too late to the party. FET looks good. Got the green dot right there around 32. It's sitting at 29. So you're at the same price this dot came on. I'd be a buyer of FET here. SUI, this is one of my largest holdings right now. We called this out at 140, and it's sitting at 185 right now, but you can see how that's just now breaking out. I think SUI looks really good down here, dude. Really good. My average cost is 145, I think, 140, 145. So I'm up a little bit on the position, but you can see that we're just now breaking out over that orange line, which is the 9-week moving average. Think of that like the 2-month moving average. When we break out, normally you see a parabolic run up, and you're seeing this candle here right now breaking out above it. We got the signal again back here. That's where we entered. We're already up, I don't know, 20% on it. And now it's getting ready to absolutely explode. I like both of those names there. SMR from Danny. What's up, Danny boy? That one's got a green dot as well. Again, green dot came here in April. $14 up to 50. Pulling back, same price here. This is a nuclear energy company. They don't make a whole lot of money yet. A lot of people are really hyped up on nuclear, but really they're earning, I mean, they only make $8 million a quarter. They're still a very tiny company. So not a lot of revenue in these nuclear energy names yet. I think a lot of it's hype, but it does have a green dot this week. So if you're playing that, I would just make sure to use a stop loss at around 14. SOUN. Getting close, but not quite there yet. It looks like it's trying to bounce off at 10. And again, another company that just doesn't have that big of earnings, okay? Everyone was super jacked up about this up here at 25. pulled back, got a buy signal right there in April at 7, pop back up. I just wait for the green dot if you want to enter on this, or you can take a stab at it here and use a stop loss at like 990, but I would wait for the green dot there, be disciplined. Copper. Copper's ripping here, so I wouldn't buy copper here. I would have wanted to buy copper down here at 4, but up here we're not buying. We're just not. Okay, I don't care if it goes on a parabolic move. We're traders here. We're not hoping that it just keeps going. Hope is not a strategy, folks. Hope is not a strategy, but it did just break out above a pretty big high there, above 6. So you could see a move on copper here, but again, we're late to the party. Okay, if anything, you should have been buying right here at 5, but really down here at 4. Aster, A-S-T-E-R. One sec here. ASTR. Not a lot of data on that one for me. XPIN. Got a crypto. No data on that either. So if there's no data, I just can't tell you anything. Those look like very new projects. So if there's no data on the weekly chart, there's nothing I can tell you. COAI. Again, I mean, $20 down to 40 cents. If you like the project, I'd buy it there. Oracle. I took a trade on this yesterday. It's down a little bit today. I think I got in at 195. I'm down like 80 cents a share, but we do got the signal there on Oracle. Okay, this is one of the largest tech companies in the world. They make $16 billion a quarter. I think they're a majority owner in TikTok now. So I did start a position. If it comes down here to 150, I'm just going to buy more. NBIS, I'm a buyer of Oracle, obviously, because I opened a position yesterday. That's got a green dot, but again, it's not deep enough. Okay, this is where we want to buy. Boom, $21 up to 140. That was a 700% move. Okay, now it's pulled back. If you're going to play it here, use a stop loss at 80. Coin we covered. I took a trade on this morning. Again, green dot, just like we got here. Nice trade from 170 up to 400. Boom, right here from 160 up to 350. Okay, same kind of thing. We're just trading the data. We're entering on the data. Okay, I really like Coinbase here. I opened that trade today. Polkadot. Hopefully you're staking your Polkadot, but this one looks good. That monthly signal is probably going to be what sends it, but it did get the weekly right there at around 170. I think Polkadot is primed for a bounce back to $6 or $7 here. Really excited about my position in this. But yeah, I'm a buyer still. I'm a buyer at $2. Hopefully you're staking it, earning anywhere from 8 to 10%. I'm earning 10 dot a day right now. Not even looking at it. I'm just accumulating the crap out of it. I want to accumulate as much of the asset as possible as long as this wave is down here, because down here is the accumulation zone, right? You look at our cheat sheet here, accumulating. Okay, accumulating, selling, accumulating. Okay, that's a big nasty dip from 11 all the way to 2. Okay, as long as this wave is down here, we want to buy, we want to stake, we want to earn and stack as much as possible. I really like Polkadot here going into 2026. That is also one of my largest positions. And we'll pick up tomorrow right here at HBAR and STRK. That's going to be it for today. If you guys want these trading indicators that we talked about today, you guys can download my entire trading layout. You'll get all the green and red dots, the MACD, the moving averages, the Fibonacci tools. Again, check out that free trading course if you guys are new. But when you click on this link, all these indicators load directly into your TradingView account. It takes a couple of clicks and everything loads directly up. If you guys have trouble or need help, my email is right there. And then join the Discord. I mean, if you're not in the Discord, I don't know what you're doing. I got a bunch of free content over there. If you guys aren't a member of the Discord yet, you guys can join for as little as $4 a month. That is less than a Starbucks coffee a month, and you get access to everything. Okay, our weekly watch list, our trade alerts, trade support, advanced analysis. You guys can ask questions. You get access to the full suite of things that we do. We have over 3,000 members over there in the Discord, and the Overkill Army is only growing stronger and stronger. I just want to take a second to welcome all the new Spartans from the last couple days. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jordy, Maui, Don, Chad, Wino, Matt. What's going on? Welcome to the squad. Welcome to the Spartan Army. It's really good to have you guys. And that's it for today, folks. So, if you guys got chart requests, I will be reopening this chart request thread here shortly. We're just getting through all the rest of these really quick. And then, and then we will reopen the chart requests to where you'll be able to put more chart requests in. And as always, guys, God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow for some more chart requests. Peace.